Hi, welcome back to Compalocus University. This is Dave, and we are on to section 7.3, creating a 5-star post-purchase experience for your buyers. So this lesson is for influencers or beginners who want to become influencers that can sell things online and make can sell things on live streaming, live sessions, and also build their own groups and also sell in their own groups. So whenever, understand the fact that sales is just only one part of the whole shopping experience. And once you have delivered something, there's always like a post sales. It's mainly because if the expectation is met, which is about 50% of the time, hopefully you want that number to be higher, then yes, they wouldn't, then obviously they give you good comments and that will be perfect, right? But there, and both parties will be happy. But there's also times that people are just not satisfied with the product itself. They demand a refund, and you have to like deal with how to get the products back. Like any shipping fees. Well, basically you want, because online shopping is very different from just like going to a physical store that you can just return directly. So this is why you need to have a very good post sales service in order for people to in order to get people to convince that buying from you is a benefit, is not a drag. So part number one is choosing products before sales. We will talk about be proactive about sales, and last but not least, like how to handle any like complaints after sales. Well, as we talked about previously, whenever there's sales, there's post-sale service. It's all part of the a complete shopping online shopping experience. Everyone has a different perspective on the quality, and this is why there's always a chance that people are not satisfied with what they're seeing, what they're getting from you. And for sure, like you can never there's one thing guarantee is that they will find you if they don't like what they're seeing. And because we are professionals, like we really, even though your group may just be about delivering the coupons, but if they come to you for any problems, you do have to act as a professional and get them to um, basically helping them to resolve any problems. This is for your own reputation and for you to take in any responsibility, because if you don't solve their problems, they have nowhere to go. They are for sure they will never come back to you. So if the product is from a professional supplier, like say like Compalock is like us, so what happened is like over 90% chance that all the products are verified and checked for quality. So if you partner with us, you wouldn't, and you sell for Compalocus, like chances are you don't have that much of a quality issue for most of the times. And also most of our products actually like have already have like great reviews, so you don't really worry about like your audience being dissatisfied with what you're selling, because there's already like a high percentage of our existing users that they are just that they love the quality, they have no problem with the products. But if you try to get products, like by yourself and not really going to like a supplier, then then what happened is yeah then what happened is yeah, you do have to worry about those things. But if you go to like compra, which is which we already have everything verified, then what happened is your expectation is that you only most of our products are already high quality and already tested, and the scores are already like you can try to find products on our store that have a high scores, and also with like good reviews. And also you can try to see if there are any like shipping fees as well. Part two, so be proactive. So even after you have shipped the product, it doesn't mean that your job is done. It only you're responsible to really, even if they don't ask you any questions, you shall always like go back to them and ask, hey, you bought this a week ago. How do you find it? You received it? Have you received it? Like, how do you like the quality? And would you consider buying this again? Then basically, yeah, you, by being proactive, you show that you really care for your buyers, and this is how you get loyalty from them. And there can be like lots of different things that maybe you wouldn't even expect. Like say, oh, sometimes shipment never came, or oh, the quality is just not good, and sometimes then you have to tell them, oh, then okay, if the shipment never arrives, then what shall you do? And if the quality is not okay, how do you return it? And how will you be able to find the merchants? We'll help you to find the merchants. This is how. So you show them everything. This is your purpose, is you take the responsibility to help them to resolve any of their problems. So how do you handle after sales? So the step one is give comfort to the buyers and listen to what and how they want the problems to be fixed. So listen to what they want to say first, how they want to resolve it, and if you can do it for them. So ask them to take pictures of the product as a proof that they actually have received it. And then lead buyers to find the merchants. So if so you have to help them to find out where the merchants are. And also sometimes like help them to find out like what their phone numbers are. So if they have to talk to the service representative, then get them the phone numbers, like let them talk. If sometimes like they just want you to talk, then maybe you can help them a little bit. So anyhow, like do your best to really like help them, because because if they trust you, then most likely they would do like a second purchase again. So most important thing is make them feel very comfortable, because like an example is like depending on what they buy, like if it's something small, then you want to make sure that they get the refunds as soon as possible instead of waiting for like 2 or 3 months, because it does happen. Like lots of online shops out there, like they only return a refund like after like say 2 or 3 months, and this is like too long. and and sometimes like like then people will hesitate to buy from you again. And also like when it comes to the shipping back the product, if it's like a something big, then also like try to get them to like give them like free shipping as well. And also so if they can submit any proof, like say tell them to take pictures of the damaged products, and to try to apply them the refunds back as soon as possible. And in some cases, like say like food, say such as like food products, like just try, like maybe they don't even have to return it. So for clothing, also like ask about the size like from the merchant before the purchase, because if you ship in a like a size, like a clothing size that's too big, obviously it doesn't fit them. So make sure that whatever clothes they buy, like the size is right. And also ask about any like return policy and shipping returns. Any 7-day return is guaranteed. And on also for any like makeups and cosmetics, tell the buyers to apply like a small drop in, like a small sample if they can, and just to make sure that they don't have any allergies. So just a summary on post sale service, like basically ask them how they want to handle the problem. For any small orders, like just get the refunds directly, because by doing that, like we project an image that that we are very honest about who we are. And also give them like a 7-day refund guarantee if possible. Most importantly, don't just focus on money, like provide good service. If they like your service, then chances are they will very likely and be happy to come back to you and buy from you again. If the service is not even good, like it just doesn't matter, because they won't come back anymore. So today we talk about what you shall do to deliver like a great post-sale service. Uh, Customer satisfaction is the key. So basically, do anything within your power to make them feel that you care for them, and it's not only for money, because if you have a long-term vision, like you naturally understand that short-term profit is only like a very small part of how you can build your long-term wealth. If they always come back to you because they trust you, this is truly the secret to becoming wealthy in the long run. Thank you. This is compra University. I'm Dave, and I look forward to you coming back to our other lessons.